job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Here we go. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Mixon with a first down carry. On the move past the 40. There he goes, left side. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard
line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them were big. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Carr going to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 28.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now Carr. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 7-7, our score after 1. Of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller from 17 yards out. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and we are tied at 14.
Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 74 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Carr now to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
22-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by Carlson is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Burrow looking to pass. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Here we go. 2nd down and 3. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To the air again, Burrow. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun 2nd half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the 1st half. And now, here in the 2nd half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the 1st half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
5 yards on the play.
Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Now it's Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. McPherson's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. They don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense. And that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. He'll get this to about the 38.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 38, Carr. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Burrow going to get this out to Boyd on the perimeter. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Complete to Tyler Boyd. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 35-yard line.
11. From the 35 on 2nd down. Burrow. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball. So let's cut down on coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Bengals.
Inside handoff to Mixon. On the move past the 40. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. That's the tight end Hurst with him. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback.
Touchdown! It's T. Higgins with a touchdown pass from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 135 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better really as the night's gone on. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
To pick up a 6. Brings up second and 4.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Shotgun now for Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Forget the run on third and 1. They shot the D and rip off a pretty big play.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trey Hendrickson, his second sack of the night. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Throwing on second and 14. Carr, he finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Nothing open downfield, they went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back, see if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is third and 4. Carr, eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
And touchdown and congratulations and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Burrow. Pass complete to Higgins. He's got room past the 30. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Connecting with Mixon. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Throwing, Burrow. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Boyd. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Now Burrow. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. To throw, Burrow. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Here's Burrow. Incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ballgame. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Steps away to his left. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. A final shot now for Burrow. He's going to go up top again. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.